Okay, what is up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, HUDCO Roofing, HUDCORoofing.com, Restored Motions, RestoredMotions.com, and ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. Thanks so much for being here, as always. A few minutes late getting started today. Was on Crane and Company with the fellas this morning, so hopped off of that interview. Now jumping over here, so my apologies for being a few minutes late. For those who are usually expecting me here around 7:30, just getting started a couple minutes late today. LSU, let's see, it is 7:42 a.m. Central as we start here. We are 13 minutes away from the doors at the LSU football practice facility swinging open and the media getting on in there. So LSU spring football gets underway today. I'm excited about it. Year 2 under Brian Kelly, spring number 2 under Brian Kelly, as Tigers see if they can make a push toward a championship, getting back to Atlanta and hopefully winning it this time. So a lot of questions we could talk about, spring football questions. So if you want to indulge, jump in there. Good night for all the local teams last night. LSU basketball continues its season. They beat Georgia in the SC tournament, had a really big lead, squandered it, but held on late. LSU baseball beats Lamar, and the Pelicans, similar to LSU basketball, had a big lead. Dallas made their push. BI went out with injury, but the Pels still hung on and won. So again, it further illustrates the cluster at the top of the Western Conference, where the Pels, despite all their struggles as of yesterday, were in the 10 spot, which had them as the last team in the play-in. Dallas was in the 5 spot. 2.5 games separated those two teams. So with the Pelicans win over Dallas, that drops Dallas from 5 to 8. So they went from in to play in. Pelicans hold at the 10 spot, but they make up a game on Dallas, and they're 2 games behind Golden State and the Clippers, who are in the 5 and the 6 seed. So man, your opportunity's there, but we learned yesterday Zion will be back for at least 2 more weeks. So they're like the Saints from a year ago, man. Mathematically, you feel like they're done, but mathematically they're not eliminated, and so you just keep hanging on. Okay, let's say some good mornings. Craig Dugat, Madman McMahon running wild. Are you booting up again, Craig? Glad to see that you might be booting up. By the way, Craig, you may be. So I did have a conversation yesterday about LSU basketball, sort of the roster and targets and things like that. And they got something brewing, man. I'm gonna tell you, they got something brewing. And I think, let's be clear, Matt McMahon knows full well what he needs to improve on this roster. Now, can he land some of the players that they're talking about? If he does, you got a little something cooking, man. Maybe, just maybe. Give him time. David Coslin, Craig went out and we dancing balls. They could beat Vanderbilt today. Wouldn't surprise me at all if LSU beats Vanderbilt today. Megan Hurst, good morning. Quentin Breakbill, how about the basketball Tigers? Nice to see him win for sure. Kelly Presley, Bubba Smith, Scott Barnes, good. Scott Barnes, good looking hat, bro. Scott, of course, is is HUDCO's repair crew manager. He's the guy. Unfortunately, Scott, this is a much better looking orange than that nasty burn orange that you enjoy. Good to see you this morning. Dale Broussard, baseball team's a lot of fun to watch. Bart St. Germain, basketball team had 4 turnovers yesterday. Yeah, man. I think they had 19 the last time they played Georgia. So, it's amazing what happens when you protect the basketball. But it was the KJ was great. Beautiful turnaround jumper he hit, double teamed after Georgia cut it to 2 and KJ hit that turnaround and make it 4 and kind of allowed LSU to finish it off. But how about Phillips off the bench? Sean Phillips, who was averaging, I think, like 1 point a game. Double-double last night, 13 and 10. And he was the difference maker, man. So Trey Hannibal scored 14. Adam Miller gave you 10. Was 3 for 4 from 3. So it came together for LSU last night, which was great to see, man. YouTube, smash that like button if you would, please. Brian Penton, good morning from Bowling Green, Kentucky. I can't see who that first comment is. Hang on. Who was it? Jason H. Good morning, Jason H. Jonathan Martin, Brian Penton, Larry Garner, Dane Bergeron, good morning. Dane, good morning, good morning. Dedrick DeRozan, good morning. Hunter Broadhead, Michael Castello, what's going on, Michael? Been a minute. Baseball looked pretty good last night. Oh, basketball looked good in the first half. Look, basketball is up against it. I mean, they got to win the tournament to make it, to the big dance, which they're not going to do. But it was nice to see them get a win last night, and I think they can beat Vanderbilt. So motivation matters. Get hot. Go see, how long you can extend your stay in Nashville. So I'm here for it. Baseball Tigers win 9-2. Tommy White hit a 3-run opposite field blast, which was like, Kling hit a homer as well last night. Got to see Christian Little get the start. Went 4 innings. 1 run on 4 hits. Struck out 3, walked a guy. It was nice to see Christian Little extend a little bit. They let him go through the lineup twice. So good to see Christian Little get out there and show the ability to extend against a pretty good Lamar team as well. So Lamar beat A&M a few weeks ago. And they're 10-3 overall. As they were 10-2 coming into yesterday. So it's a pretty good team that you beat yesterday. Where are we? Excuse me. Trivia Carter, good morning. Tim Gotro, good morning. A double shot of morning scone. Your excuse for being a few minutes late. Thanks. Yeah, man. So we was on Crane and Company with the fellas just a bit ago. So, Brad David, do you think Arch Manning will start next year for Texas? I think Quinn Ewers will start. Jesse Brown, morning, Matt. Thoughts on Will Wade being considered for the McNeese basketball vacancy? I think that's more in line the kind of job I thought Will would be able to get if he got back into coaching. You take the lower tier job and then succeed and get a better opportunity eventually again after all the NCAA stuff clears. But still got to see if Will Wade's going to be sanctioned by the NCAA, if he's going to have a show cause. I mean, maybe he gets off without it. Don't know. Brett DeGrow, good morning, Matt. What's the over-under on days before Kalani gets kicked out of practice? I forgot about that. I forgot what happened. What did he do? Did he say something? He tweeted. That's right, he tweeted something. Jeremy Hill did the same thing last year, too, when Jeremy was working on with Hunt. Jeremy went on air and was talking about something at the scrimmage, the quarterback reps at the scrimmage. He got kicked out, too. Hunter Broadhead, I know he's just a freshman. Do you think Harold Perkins will be a first-round pick this year? Oh, yeah. As much as edge rushers are in demand athletically, I mean, yes, absolutely. Thomas Lamont, good morning. Paxton Kling is that dude. I mean, he's a projected first-round pick next year. I mean, he will be a draft-eligible sophomore. So maximize him while he's here, yes. I mean, if you go back and watch any of the pre-season shows, I was telling you Paxton Kling was going to be a starter in the outfield. And those who knew, right? And I had enough people tell me, and by people I mean coaches, scouts, they're like, no, that dude's going to start. Like, he's awesome. Weston Weaver, good morning. Best place to find baseball tickets. My birthday's the week of LSU against the Vols. Yeah, I think StubHub probably. Cody Kebido, morning Matt. With the addition of Lunsford, are there any areas of need portal-wise? I'm guessing more offensive linemen, linebacker depth, maybe a quarterback. Tight end also. Any of those could help at tight end. If you could add a veteran, more traditional, attached tight end, that wouldn't hurt. I know that was one of the needs they felt like they had going into this offseason. Patrick Ramos, hot take, Carr finishes top 3 stats in the NFC. What stats? Interceptions? Losses? He may. I mean, I don't know that I believe that. Pete Carmichael calling plays. You have holes in your offensive line. You desperately need help at running back. You're not very deep at receiver. You don't really have a tight end. I like Juwan Johnson, what he did, but it's a far cry from what some of the elite tight ends in the NFL are. So Saints have work to do offensively, man. Strong side, good morning. Glad to see Kling's bat heating up. Kid's going to be something special at LSU. Again, remember, you only got him for 2 years. He's a draft eligible sophomore, and he is projected to be a first-round pick next year. So maximize him while he's here. Dalton Barnett, good morning. Jeff Hawk, good morning from Natchitoches. All right, brother. Good to see you there this morning. Be safe out on the roads. Dalton Barnett went to Lamar Port Arthur. Never been so happy to see the Redbirds get beat down. LOL. Go Seahawks. What is Lamar Port Arthur? Is Lamar University not Lamar? Is there like a Lamar system? There's Lamar Port Arthur. They're separate? I didn't know that. Larry Connor, Matt, I think Derek Carr is kind of on the same level as Kirk Cousins. And Dak Prescott, do you agree? You think he's better than those two? If anything, I would take Cousins and Dak over Carr. I think Dak certainly has had a higher ceiling during his career. I think Carr and Cousins are comparable. They're comparable. Let's see. Jesse Brown, Michael Costello, any more info on the NOA, possible discipline on basketball? No, sir. Brett DeGrow, what's up with Riley Cooper? I hadn't seen him pinch this round rock. Yeah, you didn't need him this weekend out of the bullpen. And they're getting different guys starts, which I think we always expected Riley to go back and be a bullpen guy that was going to give you an opportunity to pitch on multiple games over a weekend. I think we became so accustomed to seeing him last year because he pitched so many innings in so many games because of the lack of options, especially lack of left-handed options, that you got to get used to what it's like for a reliever that doesn't pitch every day and doesn't need to pitch every day. So it's probably a good thing. You're not overworking him. That's pretty normal for a reliever, actually. What was atypical is what LSU did with him last year. Smash that like button if you would. Subscribe up to the channel. Damon Gilmore, Joey B19. Didn't we say the same thing about A&M last year, how easy they were going to be? I don't know what you're talking about. You got to give me some more context there. Jason Mobile, good morning. Got a couple of dunks dropping today on Nike. I was looking at the app last night. Jason, the two drops they had when I was in Napa were the two I really wanted and missed out on them both. Haven't seen anything since that I really wanted. Craig Dugas, Sean Phillips looking like a bright spot for the future if he doesn't transfer. Hey, Dad, good morning. Trey Fisher, good morning. Kelly Gross, Charlie Cavell, Scott Borch, good morning. Cleverick, Rick Manuel, good morning. I've heard from multiple sources Will Wade will be named McNeese State new coach. You've heard from multiple sources. Okay. Rick has sources. I'm not saying you're wrong, Rick. I don't know. I don't know where Will Wade is going to coach. People have mentioned that Jordy said he's going to go to McNeese, but that's cool. Craig Dugas, if Wade goes to McNeese, we're going to be a Cowboy up. Okay. Lowell Cormier, morning Matt. Got a Hudco hat from Sherry yesterday in Bossier. So Lowell, I saw, was it a tweet? One of our Hudco guys screen grabbed it and shared it to the group text about excuse me, it was someone on Twitter saying that they wanted a Hudco hat, and I think it was Twitter, maybe it was Facebook, and and so Sherry Hudson, hence Hudco, Jeff and Sherry Hudson. I saw Sherry shared like the address. Said, "Come on by, we got a hat for you." That is awesome that was you, Lowell. I love that, man. Lowell, you gotta snap a picture and share it, man. We'd appreciate that. Joe May, good morning. Jeff McKithen, Jeremy Sagely, Tracy McCord, good morning. Hope you're doing awesome. Let's see. I got a couple more minutes, y'all. Sorry, I'm going quickly. Brian Arsenault, Scott Barnes, thanks for taking care of my repair very quickly. A true professional. Can't wait for it to rain to check the results. Appreciate that. Thank you, Brian. Bubba Tatum, good morning. Sorry, I'm going very quickly. It's almost 8 and I got to get going. I know we started late. Bob Poole, Joel Cunningham. Riley Cooper's not hurt. Shelby, any chance Michael Thomas plays for the Saints this year? Yes, they're going to cut him. They're going to cut him. He is not going to be under this current contract. They restructured it. If he's on the roster, but on the 17th, they owe him like $21 million. They're going to cut him, and he'll be a free agent. But they seem open to the possibility of re-signing him under a new deal. Kevin Toller, what's going on? I spy Weller Antique. You spy all of the Wellers. I've got Special Reserve, Antique 107, 12, CYPB, single barrel. The only one I don't have is the foolproof, the blue label. Charlie Cavell, Tommy Tank's ability to get on top of a high fastball, hit it 385 feet is incredibly impressive. That's strength and bat speed. That is very true, Charlie. That's why he too will be a first round draft pick. They're pretty incredible, man. They're just an incredible assembly of talent right now. All right, y'all. As always, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. If you need a orthopedist, go to Brock. Need a roof, call us at Hudco. Also, Restored Motions. If you've got pain, book a session with Crystal Poche. ProCharge EV. Get your EV charger, home or business, ProChargeEV.com. Let a friend know. I am also posting again here the best of 225 link. If you would, take a quick second, click, vote. Would really appreciate it. Your boy's been nominated for Best Radio Personality, and 104.5 ESPN's been nominated for Best Radio Station. So please vote. All you need is an email address. We'd appreciate it if you vote. Okay. Gosh, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see. Bailey C. The Saints may never reset until Loomis is gone. And I don't know that he's ever going to be gone. I mean, Mrs. Benson hasn't he made him like the executor of the estate? So like when she passes, him and Lausch, I believe, are the two executors of the estate. Reed Rule, morning Scone. What are the chances of keeping White at DH for the rest of the season and keeping Napolt at third for his great defense? Hey man, Reed, Napolt got eaten up on one last night, and he actually, and I get it, you're going to see more errors at third, the hot corner, but he's actually struggled a little bit over at third. Hang on. It happened a couple times this weekend, too. He got eaten up at third. Oh my goodness, it's 8:01. I got to go, y'all. I'm so sorry. I just hate to cut it short. I know so many of y'all have posted questions I haven't got to yet, but anyway, sorry. Okay, I got to go. I'm very sorry. Y'all have an awesome day. Dalton Barnett says Denver Harris going to start. Remember you and T-Bob talking cornerback last night. Never heard Denver's name. I did mention Denver Harris. We did mention Denver Harris. Mentioned Denver Harris, J.K. Johnson. I mentioned Deuce Chestnut is injured, is not going to participate in spring. We did talk about Zy Alexander, but I would say Denver Harris is probably their most talented cornerback and would start. I believe so anyway. Okay, I got to go. Thank you all so much for watching. Have an awesome day. We'll see you for AFR 3. LSU Daily's already posted. It's already live, so please check LSU Daily on your favorite podcast app. Full spring football preview there. Check it out. We'll see you. Peace.